Well, Graham, what do you reckon about this country that we're driving through?
Well, you can see the effects of the constant rain we've had for some time. It's well grown, and I'm surprised at just the density. After a long period of dry, just the density of trees through here, everything is just looking very good.
It is, mate. I particularly love it how you get these sneaky little views between the trees to these green rolling mountains and stuff. To me, I love it. You know, you feel like you're right in the middle of it, and then you just, stick your eye through a couple of trees and see this gorgeous green pasture.
Yeah, well, I've seen a couple of those so far, and it just amazes me that they just pop up out of nowhere.
That's it. And then on ground level, I mean, we've got the grasses, we've got these gorgeous wildflowers, the yellows, the purples. She's a pretty spot, isn't it?
Made better by the abundance of rain we've had. It's just lovely.
I mean, we haven't seen any cars here for the last couple of days, have we? So, I mean, if you do want to get away, and you're really still in spitting distance of Sydney.
I mean, this really is a great spot to come, and particularly for early four-wheel drivers who are just developing, getting their feet. I think it's an excellent place to come because it's got enough good quality fire trails, and then sprinkled in with a bit of difficulty here and there, and it's just enough to whet their appetite, I reckon.
You're exactly right, mate. It's the perfect place to come for a beginner.
I've noticed quite a few little side tracks that are obviously where people have just gone off and found a little campsite away from everything.
Perfect place to bury a dead body, eh?
Well, that didn't come to mind, but now that you mention it.
That's it. I don't think that'll make the cut.
This lump of sandstone is where the Pinnacle Trail gets its name. Graham and I made out like mountain goats to see what this country looks like with a little bit more altitude.
Wow, the track has just eroded away to virtually nothing. Big hole over there. So I'm going to take the little chicken track around the side, and I tell you, I am very glad that I am towing a little trailer at the moment. This one's the Easy Trail Bundura, and it's kind of like a sawn-off camper trailer. Loads of storage, so you got plenty of storage there for. Ooh, as the car slips. Now I was about to tell you just how awesome it was to have a trailer that was so skinny and skinnier than the car, but then my car slipped. So now I'm out of luck. I'm going to try and back this off a bit so that I can get, and I'm going to drop my rear differential lock on to make sure that I can just drive backwards without sliding. This is slippery, very slippery. Okay, so I made a little mistake there, but because I was looking in the rear view, I'm safe enough. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to activate my rear differential lock, and that should help me stay a lot higher on the trail. But man, there is not a lot of traction on here at the moment. It is just weeks and weeks and weeks. There we go, so I can't even go forward now. This is interesting. We're forward driving, folks. I'm not faking it. I'm unable to proceed up the line that I want to go on, and that was sort of the chicken track. So I'm going to have to jump out and reevaluate. I just couldn't get up there. That black clay on that track just gave me no traction whatsoever. So this is looking like a better option at the moment. Sometimes you just got to get out on foot and actually, see and touch things. This looks really gnarly from back there, but as I'm standing on it, it's not that bad. My concern was that I would slide into that hole, or possibly the camper trailer might, and then I'd be in a little bit of trouble. But as it stands, I think if I come up here with a bit of momentum, I should hopefully be able to tackle this line and get onto the hard stuff on this side of the track. But it's a bit sketchy because you can see the track drops away and it will want to push me with gravity into that god-awful hole. So, and have a look at my tyre treads. They are absolutely clumped full of mud. So you can't really self-clean a tyre at these sort of slow speeds that I'm going to be driving on. You really need higher revs, and I don't really have the room to do that. So this will be interesting. We'll see how we go. We're just going to try and drive and use our momentum. And you're doing it. Thankfully, we made it to the rocks, and we have made it up. There's a saying in the four-wheel drive game: if you try something and you first don't succeed, don't do the same thing again, try something different. And it seemed to work there.
And of course, my Ranger made it up without a fuss.